This poem is by Mary Oliver. Spring. Somewhere a black bear has just risen from sleep and is staring down the mountain. All night, in the brisk and shallow restlessness of early spring, I think of her. Her 4 black fists flicking the gravel, her tongue like red fire, touching the grass, the cold water. There is only one question: how to love this world. I think of her rising like a black and leafy ledge to sharpen her claws against the silence of the trees. Whatever else my life is, with its poems and its music and its glass cities, it is also this dazzling darkness coming down the mountain, breathing and tasting. All day I think of her, her white teeth, her wordlessness, and her perfect love. That was Mary Oliver. Welcome to Shelter and Grace. It is Wednesday, April 29th, and the theme today is how to love this world. This is my 41st day of doing these meditations, live and daily, and I will continue to the end of the Shelter in Place through May. It's brought to you by myself, Reverend Elizabeth Hager, and San Francisco Unity. Here we shelter together in place every morning using spirit, maybe some beautiful flowers, spirit and words and poems, a little ancient wisdom, some singing bells. Too loud. A moyo drum, some wind chimes, little silence, maybe a little science to support us in all of this. This sound meditation is a contemplative practice of listening better. So the theme today, how to love this world. The readings are, you already heard the poem by Mary Oliver, which I will read again one more time. It's from the book New and Selected Poems. It's called Spring. She has a lot of poems called Spring, but this one is from New and Selected Poems. And I am also going to read one of my gifts from the Hospice Chaplain's Field Guide to Caregiving, Finding Resilience on the Front Lines of Love. It is called Gift number 5, The Gratitude of Redwoods, and also a little bit from today's Daily Word, which is my usual. The sub-theme is gratitude. Most of my rules are for staying alive in the marathon or the endless sprints of caregiving. Diva breathe, which is about an exhale. Stay full, play daily, stop and rest. Repeat the first 8 and start again. Those rules keep you alive. The first 8 keep you in shape. Being happy is another thing. Gratitude is a tool for that. It is a superpower. And I am going to read something by a centenarian. She actually lived to be 110. Her name was Alice Hertz Summer. And at 108, she was a pianist. And it allowed her to survive the Holocaust. She said this when she was only 108. In response to the question, what is the secret to happiness as you age? She said this: instead of forward, I am living backward. I look to where it is good. I know about the bad. There has to be the bad, but I look to the good thing. She was grateful. She was an optimist. She had a twin sister who was a pessimist who died long before she did. Like fire, gratitude is a tool. Gratitude, and this is a little science, the neuroscientists say that gratitude improves your brain chemistry. which is what you need to stay fit for what is, how to love the world as it is. The antidepressant Wellbutrin boosts the neurotransmitter dopamine. Let me say that again. The neurotransmitter dopamine. So does gratitude. And Prozac boosts serotonin, and so does gratitude. Gratitude fights anxiety and fear. The interesting thing is, all you have to do is ask the question, what am I grateful for? Even on a day when caregiving or a pandemic, perhaps, punches you in the belly and it feels like there's nothing to be grateful for or to be grateful from. No worries, doesn't matter. The neuroscientists say you don't have to find anything. It's the search that counts. It's remembering to look in the first place. Gratitude is a superpower. So I'm going to skip why we meditate with sound today and go right to the intention. We meditate with sound to go deeper, and because we are sound, we are vibration, and we can use it and direct it like our breath. But we're going to go, because the readings are just a little bit longer today, I'm going to go directly to what are our intentions today for how to love this world. What do you want to let go of? Fear, maybe? What do you want to claim? I'm going to give us 3 bells to think about this, because I'm thinking about it too. You know, I'm going to take a moment here. I have to introduce the roses. My mad gardener gave them to me this morning for you. This one is a golden celebration. This one is Poet's Wife. And this one is Lady of Shalott. And they all smell amazing. So, all right. And we begin. How to love this world. A gardener knows how to play in the mud of mystery. We listen with both our hearts and our minds, and see with gratitude, which grows my life. Seeing with gratitude grows our lives. And this is Gratitude of Redwoods, gift number 5. What is enough to a redwood tree? Redwoods are giants and appear to be independent, doing it all on their own. But since the Jurassic era, they have been weathering fire, droughts, floods, and storms, not alone, but as an interconnected community. Their true strength is dirtier and deeper. Their root systems are shallow, but extend outward to others, forming a network of redwoods underneath it all that share resources. How is it possible that they share so widely and yet are fed more and better? In the mud of what is, of caregiving or a pandemic, below ground ecology is relevant. New studies show the interconnections of organisms living in the soil help trees acquire nutrients and water. The exchange of carbon and nitrogen goes back and forth between individual trees and even some trees of different species. These interconnected underground systems are not about appearance, but resilience and regeneration. They are fungal phone networks of underground communication with not only each other, but also with their ancestors and their progeny. They are wildly connected in mystery and miracle. So are we. Gratitude is a superpower for wherever and whenever you are. We decide, moment to moment, whether the glass is half empty or half full. Allow gratitude to turn what you have into enough. And here we have Spring again by Mary Oliver. Somewhere, a black bear has just risen from sleep and is staring down the mountain all night in the brisk and shallow restlessness of early spring. I think of her. Her 4 black fists flicking the gravel, her tongue like red fire touching the grass, the cold water. There is only one question: how to love this world. I think of her rising like a black and leafy ledge to sharpen her claws against the silence of the trees. Whatever else my life is, with its poems and its music and its glass cities, it is also this dazzling darkness coming down the mountain, breathing and tasting. All day I think of her, her white teeth, her wordlessness, her perfect love. Mary Oliver. There is only one question: how to love this world. A gardener knows how to play in the mud of mystery. We listen with both our hearts and our minds and see with gratitude which grows my life. I focus on the God within and allow gratitude to turn what I have into enough. Let's take that into our meditation today. Let's breathe our first breath of gratitude. Breathe deep from our belly. And exhale all that is not ours to do in this moment. Breathe another breath of gratitude. Whatever's up for you today, the sounds of the seashore in the background, the light, the spring day, the smell of the air in Bolinas. Breathe it in, let it light you up, and exhale. yourself drifting gently and with love. Gather yourself back together, back to center. Drop down to the kingdom of God within, to those resourceful roots of ours, the ground of being. There is only one question: how to love this world. A gardener knows how to play in the mud of this mystery. We listen with both our hearts and our minds, and we see with gratitude, which grows our lives. Prosperity and the feeling of enough is not about a shift in outer conditions, but of an inner shift. I focus on the God within and allow gratitude to turn what I have into enough. is only one question: how to love this world, the world as it is. A gardener knows how to play in the mud of mystery. We listen with both our hearts and our minds, and see with gratitude, which grows my life. Gratitude for what is here and now moves me into the stream of divine ideas. I focus on God within and allow gratitude to turn what I have into enough. We are wildly connected in mystery and miracle. We remember this place of light, this place that we are rooted in. Before we were born, every minute of our lives, rooted in this ground of being, this kingdom of God within. We remember this place. Found every moment accessible at the bottom of the breath. Here for us, we remember this place. The ending poem that I've chosen today is St. Francis of Assisi, my favorite, one of my favorites. I have so many. Our hands imbibe like roots, so I place them on what is beautiful in this world, and I fold them in prayer, and they draw from the heavens light. And so it is. Thank you all for joining us today, and the recorded sessions. I hope it works. I hope it helps you. Blessings.